to hold up knives with my face in it for the thumbnails, even though it has nothing to do with what I'm doing in this video, because these are already heat treated. I can't help it. It just looks so damn good. One day I'll finish them. Check this out. My tattooing, I practice tattooing every day. That's why my hands are all black and my belly is all black. I did this tattoo this weekend and a little bit more last weekend, so I'm trying to make it go across my whole belly. And I'm trying to be decent here. But yeah, man, we're getting there. My legs are almost done, but I don't think you can see those. So, but I'm not gonna keep going up my belly. If you need to check it out, you know, Evor Tattoos, I put the link in the description, and it's all the tattoos I've done on a lot of nice looking girls. But anyway, check this out. I forgot this in the last video. If you watched the last video and then you came here, what you should do is mark out. Like, you know, I got like 6 blades doing here. So you want to mark them all out. Then use centering bits and then drill them. But the part I left out was chamfering bits. I don't think that's what they're called. But they look like this. I had to go look it up. Countersinks, that's what these are. You're chamfering off, you're cleaning them out like this. But I couldn't think of what they were called. Yeah, countersinks. Make them look all pretty like this. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna show you how to mark these off. What you wanna do to mark your bevels. These are calipers, I say it all the time. No battery, nothing, just old beat up calipers. You're just gonna lock them down where you want them and then mark it. Bam. There's your mark, both sides. Boom. There's where we're gonna take our bevels to. Now just mark them all. Even like this, with the compound grind. They will follow here, and then they'll follow here. So you know they're gonna come down, you're gonna come down here. A lot of people like to measure all this stuff out. Not me. I just, take it to the tip, see where I'm at, and I break it into thirds. Now, I just did one earlier, so this is going to be right. But say, let me make it a little bit off, so we'll show you. All right, we'll move this up a little bit. Well, of course, that just made it on the center line. You don't want it center, because after heat treat, you want center, but before heat treat, you want to break it into thirds, because you want the center thick. You're just taking off enough so you're not wasting belts after heat treat. Okay, see, that's too thin. So we're gonna move it up a little bit more. And that's where we want it. See, there's the center and then the outside's where we want it, so then we mark it. There's our center line. Bam! Good to go. Alright, bevel time after I eat. All these bevels are getting different kinds of grinds, which I will show you. But what we gotta do first is put an old belt on the grinder and break the 90s. Then drop one in the bucket. If you put a brand new belt on here, you're gonna get a face full of grit. And you're gonna waste half your belt when you don't have to. So take an old belt. If you don't have an old belt, save one for next time. It doesn't matter what grit, doesn't matter. Just has to take off the edge. And this angle doesn't matter. We just want to come down to our line. That way you can start the bevels off fresh. All right, let's do this. We got 5 knives because I already did this one for Instagram. Now remember, this belt is worn, so it will get hot quick. You just want worn belts aren't made for cutting. They're just real quick, just like that. Like I said, it doesn't matter what kind of grind. This is going to be a compound grind. We're going to get hollow and flat, but we're going to still use the flat. Here you probably have to hang the belt over and just use the corner. Because that's not going to work like that. So if you attempt to do one of these, just know you'll be hanging the belt over. Let me put a new belt on here, a 50, and I think this one's gonna be flat. Why not? Let's make this one the flat grind. Here we go, check this out. Here's your line where you want your bevel to go to that we marked. Put your thumb, both thumbs, where that line is. You're not gonna go past that line. You're gonna start out here. There'll be a little bit of gap from here to where your line is. Let's see if we can get that out of the way. Yeah, thumbs down, go straight in. You'll feel it cut down to that edge or where your line is. Start pulling down. Don't pull back like this. Just keep your thumbs up here and use your thumbs. Slide your thumbs down a little bit. Do not pass that line with your thumbs and just grind in. Hang the belt over if you want it to swoop in. If you want your plunges to swoop in, hang the belt over, then hang it over this head. If you want your bevels to go straight up, then cut it straight up with the platen. You're coming here, you can either pull it out or pull it down like that. I like to pull out. So just take your time. Make sure your thumb does not go over that line. Boom. And I would stop before here. Like, let me get a pen. If you want your plunges to come up like this, draw your plunges in, but maybe stop a little bit early. Stop like here. That way you have a room after heat treat to bring them over. Or don't. I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I forget, Sometimes I'll do that, just stay right here, go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then when I get up to where I want, see we're climbing up, then I'll just pull out here, bam. Bam, just like I want it. Swooping up, boom. Nah, I didn't. I will come back to the back side of the choil, so I saved a little bit of room. Not much. Now we just bring the belt over, hanging over here. Woo! Never grabbed the knife off the belt. That's the other thing. See, these lines are going straight up and down. Whatever happens here is happening here. Like if I wanted my grind lines like this, I would do them like that, and then when I flipped them around, they would be straight up and down like this. So I know, since these are straight up and down like that, these are gonna be straight up and down like that. If that makes sense. Because I used to grind like that, because I like to have my grind lines diagonal. And then I flip them around, and boom, they'd be diagonal like that. Yeah, don't grab a hot knife off the belt. It kind of burns. This is preheat treat, so they don't have to be perfect. Plus we're doing the 120. See, I still got to go up a little bit there, but I'll hit all that with the 120. But once you get this down, it's the exact same thing. So I'm not even going to do 120 on camera because it's just the same. You know, all we do 120 is refine it. It's Saturday, which means new tattoo. Here, check it out. Yeah, I'm almost done. I got one more spot to come in here next week, and then I'll fill it all in and, you know, shade it all out and add a bunch of white and stuff. So we're getting there. Yeah, man. Stomach is a lot more harder if you go and follow me on Instagram or TikTok. Woo, man. All right, let's get to some grinding. Hollow grinds. Basically the same thing. You know, I already did this for Instagram and TikTok and all that. It's the same thing. Thumbs are here. Boom. Hang the belt over if you want it to curve up. Straight with the wheel if you want it to come straight up. Same with the platen. Like I say, the theory of grinding is all the same. It's just different wheels, platens, flats, 1-inch wheels, you know, bigger wheels, smaller wheels. It's all the same in theory. Keep your thumbs above your lines. Whatever you see on this side is going to come out on this side. So say I'm grinding this. As long as I keep these straight up and down, they're going to be straight up and down there. This is constant. This is what changes. All I use is a 50 and a 120. I probably said that already, but let's do this. Just that easy. For me. Oh, man. That's not nice. I'm sorry. Might as well whip this one into a little hollow, too. Man, that was a little pain in the ass. I'm not used to small knives, I guess. But we got it. The wheel barely fits in there. That's all right. You can see what I'll try to keep it in the middle, and I got this camera just in case. Same thing. They're all the same. Doesn't matter what you're doing. They're all the same. Let's do this. Whew. Well, Saturday is my beer day. So it looks like I'm gonna go have some beer. Yeah, man, I get 2 beers. You know you wish you could do this. If you listen and follow along, maybe one day you will. I try to tell you how to do it. A lot of people just don't listen. Yeah, man. Compound grinds, 1-inch wheel. Now, you can buy 1-inch belts. I said you can buy 1-inch wheels on Instagram. But I would suggest, I think you can buy these cutters where you cut it from a 2-inch belt down to a 1. I just made one, and out of a bunch of, you know me, I gotta make everything at least once. If I fail, then I'll try to make it again. If not, then I'll buy it. So it's just a bunch of pieces that hold a razor blade to cut a belt from 2 inches down to 1 inch. The only problem is, it leaves one end jagged. Now, on these thicker belts, it doesn't matter, because, you know, your grinds are pretty just, I did this for Instagram too. It doesn't matter, plus you're stopping here. But once you get to like Trizacs, you might want to flip the belt, like find the good edge, grind this side here, and then flip the belt and grind this side here. The only difference is I hang the belt over here for this side, and then I move the belt over here for this side. You can see this side, well, you might not be able to see it on camera, but this side's all jagged. I'll just start here. Like I said, like everything else, I start before the notch. So that's it. Same grinds, same principle with everything. And the only difference is after we do the wheel, I do the flats, and because of my OCD, I do the wheel, the flats, and then back to the wheel to make it just look like that. It doesn't have to look like that. I just do it because OCD and I want my things to look badass. Like that. Woo! Alright, let's do this. Flat, I keep even. I don't hang over either side, and then we just grind it down. Same thing. All grinds are the same. Like I say, just different media. Is that what it's called? Surface? Something like that. Take note. See, it's not that, I can leave it like that. It would look fine. Just like that. I even got them almost even here. OCD like a mug. Well, choose your bevel. Hollows, compounds, flat. What do you want? If you don't learn it here, I don't know what to tell you. Man, just you know, the biggest hurdle, and man, I've been watching a lot of self-help like Joe Rogan and all that. I don't know if I've said that, but man, failure. You just got to embrace failure. Someone was asking me how I grind these. You know what I used to do? I used to buy mild steel. I used to buy scraps of steel. Anything I could find, I would do bevels. That's why my bevels look the best compared to the rest of my knives. I always want my bevels. People look at the knife and they say, woo! Damn, look at those bevels. And I say, I know. Oh, man. I'm not joking, but you know, if you look at it, I got a lot of flaws in my knife making, but bevels aren't one. Alright, I am just tired. I can't help it. I turn into an egomaniac, well, the day I wake up, or the moment I wake up, I can't even talk. That's it for me. Take it easy. Yeah, man. Woo!